If you've ever wondered whether your cat loves you, even on those days they treat you like the household intern, there's a whole secret world of affection signals they've been sending right under your nose. Cuddles feel like the holy grail of bonding, but many cats show their deepest trust in quieter, almost invisible ways that most people never recognize. Noticing them puts you in that rare group of owners who genuinely understand their cats on a deeper level. So if you want more of these insights, tap like and subscribe. And let's break down the 7 things your cat might adore even more than curling up on your lap. Number 1. Scent exchange. Their favorite silent conversation. Your cat has been talking to you for years. You just didn't realize the language was mostly smeared onto your legs. Scent exchange is the first love signal many cats use, and it's woven into the instincts they've carried since their wild ancestors formed tiny family groups. When your cat rubs their face against your ankle or threads a figure 8 around your legs, they're actually blending their scent with yours. Scientists call these spots scent glands, but all you need to know is that they're little perfume stations your cat uses to create a shared identity with the beings they trust. Think about those moments when their tail drapes across your arm, or they bump their forehead into your hand. They're choosing that ritual with you. Some breeds, like Ragdolls, Burmese, and Siamese, tend to do it with dramatic flair, practically wrapping you in a scented hug. Noticing these tiny exchanges makes everyday interactions feel richer, almost like you're learning a private handshake. And if you pay attention, you'll start seeing patterns. Certain rooms, certain times, certain gestures. Those patterns lead directly into the next thing your cat treasures even more. A modern editorial illustration/graphic novel style, influenced by the European ligne claire comic style, with flat colors and clean line work. A bold chapter title card featuring a close-up of a content domestic cat mid-groom, one paw raised and tongue extended, set against a warm pastel background with soft geometric shapes, suggesting a cozy interior. The mood is tender and intimate. Bold text reads, "Grooming rituals and requests for care," integrated cleanly at the top of the composition in a modern sans serif font, with small illustrated grooming icons, a soft brush and a comb, flanking the title. Why does your cat seem to know exactly when you're about to stand up, walk to the kitchen, or brush your teeth? That isn't coincidence. Cats study you the way some people watch their favorite series. They memorize every beat. And once they trust that rhythm, it becomes one of the most comforting parts of their world. Shared routines act like emotional anchors. Breakfast at the same time, the sound of your footsteps coming down the hall, the way you settle into bed at night. Your cat ties these patterns to safety. Research on feline stress shows that predictability lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. For rescue or shy cats, this consistency is even more soothing because it signals that nothing unpredictable is about to happen. You might not notice the small things, like your cat escorting you from room to room or pausing at the doorway until you move. But those little habits mean they've woven you into their sense of security. And once a cat feels safe with you, something else often appears. Something far more active and instinct-driven, where your bond becomes a shared mission. Number 3. Shared play hunting. Your cat doesn't play with you for fun. They play with you because they think you're part of their hunting team. That bold instinct sits right under every pounce, sprint, and sneak attack. And it's one of the clearest ways they show trust. When your cat drops a toy at your feet, they're inviting you into the role of partner. Studies on feline social behavior show that cooperative hunting bonds cats more strongly than grooming or cuddling. And while lasers are great for burning energy, wand toys strengthen your relationship because they move like real prey, something your cat can strategize around while reading your movements. Rotating toys every few days keeps the hunt stimulating. Even 10 minutes of focused play satisfies instincts that have been shaped over thousands of years. So when your cat gets the zoomies or starts stalking your socks, they aren't being hyper. They're asking you to join the mission. And once that shared energy winds down, many cats shift into something quieter, a behavior that looks like distance, but is actually one of the most meaningful signs of trust they can offer. Number 4. Supervised independence. Picture your cat perched on a bookshelf, like a tiny monarch overseeing their kingdom, and you're the one they're quietly keeping track of. This is Supervised independence, a behavior many owners overlook, even though it speaks volumes about trust. Cats love staying close enough to sense you, but far enough to feel completely in control. Maybe they stretch out in the doorway while you work. Maybe they choose the opposite end of the couch, pretending to nap while one eye stays half open. Maybe they settle on a high shelf so they can watch without feeling crowded. Research on feline social spacing shows that choosing proximity without contact reflects deep comfort because the cat believes you won't push past their boundaries. Letting them decide when contact starts reinforces that confidence. Independent breeds like Bengals and Russian Blues often excel at this. They'll supervise you like it's a job they take seriously. And once your cat knows they can exist near you on their own terms, they often become curious about another kind of shared experience, the kind where you shape the world they explore. Number 5, environmental exploration that you enable. I'll admit something. Cats don't just explore their environment. They explore the version of the environment you create. Once you realize that, even the smallest change you make at home feels surprisingly meaningful. Cats adore vertical space, window perches, and those quiet lookout spots where they can observe the world without being touched. Studies on feline enrichment show that elevated areas lower stress and boost confidence because they mimic the vantage points wild cats rely on for safety. When you add a new perch, open a window for bird watching, or even drop an empty box on the floor, you're shaping a territory they share with you. Rotating furniture, moving a cat tree, or adding a tunnel gives their brain something fresh to investigate. These little surprises keep their environment rich and emotionally stimulating. Just make sure any window views are secure, and calm, busy streets or unsecured screens can overwhelm them. Think back. When was the last time you changed something small for your cat? Those tweaks matter more than any cuddle session. And once your cat feels fulfilled in their space, they often seek something even subtler, quiet moments, where your presence becomes the calmest part of their day. Number 6, mutual quiet time. Supposedly, 90% of cats hold a secret belief that humans make excellent background furniture. And honestly, they kind of do, especially during those moments your cat chooses to simply exist near you without expecting anything. Mutual quiet time is one of the softest, most overlooked signs of affection. Cats pick moments when their guard is down, when their heartbeat is calm, and when the environment feels safe enough to let you into their silent world. Maybe they nap in your favorite room. Maybe they settle at the edge of the bed, just as you exhale after a long day. Maybe their nap starts syncing with your routines. Research on feline social bonding shows that shared calm states release oxytocin, the same hormone tied to connection and trust. You don't need to pet them or talk. Matching their quiet energy can strengthen your bond more than a cuddle ever could. It's a gentle acknowledgement. I'm comfortable with you here. And once your cat feels that steady, peaceful connection, they might invite you into something even more intimate. Rituals that blur the line between care, comfort, and family. Number 7, grooming rituals and requests for care. Imagine your cat giving you a tiny lick on the hand or nibbling gently at your hair, as if they're tidying you up before an important meeting. It looks small, but in the feline world, grooming is one of the strongest signs of inclusion. Cats groom the members of their social group to lower tension and reinforce unity. Studies on cat colonies show that mutual grooming, called allo-grooming, appears most often between individuals who trust each other deeply. So when your cat licks you, leans in for brushing, or nudges the hairbrush with their head, they're inviting you into a ritual designed to calm and connect. A brushing routine can mean more to them than curling in your lap because it's predictable and soothing. Soft brushes, short sessions, and paying attention to their signals help keep the experience comforting instead of overwhelming. And notice who they choose. Some cats initiate grooming with only one person in the household, which says a lot about the bond they feel with that specific human. These tiny moments of care bring the whole relationship full circle, and they set the stage for understanding everything your cat has been telling you all along. Your cat has been telling you they love you in 7 completely different ways. Through scent, routine, play, quiet presence, exploration, independent closeness, and grooming. Every one of those behaviors is a thread in the relationship you're building together. When you start recognizing them, your daily life with your cat suddenly feels richer. almost like you're reading a language you didn't realize you already knew. Take the next day to watch your cat with fresh eyes. You'll probably spot at least one of these signals, maybe a few, and you'll understand exactly what they're saying. Tell me in the comments which behaviors your cat shows most often. I love hearing how these little moments show up in different homes. There's always more to discover in the quiet, subtle world of feline affection, and you're already tuned in more than you think.